it started in our second year of the festival. And actually, no, sorry, let me rephrase. It was our first year of the festival. And we had a very distinguished guest speaker coming to the festival and to do some career entrepreneurship classes for the last couple of for 3 days. And I wanted to find a good, a place for him to stay. He was doing it as a favor, and we were paying him, but he still was a big favor for him to do it for us. And so I was asking around, and I heard someone said that, oh, there's a hotel that really loves the arts, and this is something that you should ask them about. So I called them up, and I told them about the festival, and it was Deborah Briggs, and they were like, yes, of course, we'll house him, and they give me a very nice discounted rate for him, and that was the first experience with the Betsy. And right after that, I contacted oh, and that guest speaker turned out to be Michael Heaston, who's now the at the Metropolitan Opera. He was at the Washington Opera, and that's how I knew him. And now and his classes were phenomenal, and he said a lot of the things I'm saying now. It was one of the best classes for me to go to, and so but I then met with Deborah Briggs, and Deborah Briggs is the sister of Jonathan Plutzik, who's the owner. And I explained what we were doing at the festival, and instantly we hit it off like, hey, how about we do some chamber music series? And Betsy's always doing something. And so the next year it was like we were doing, 5 or 6 chamber music concerts, vocal recitals. And they loved it. And they of course were very, very nice to us, and they were giving us discounted rates for our faculty to stay there. And we went on like that for a good 5 years, and it was always something. And it finally became a, a much bigger partnership when Jonathan Plutzik, invited us to do a Fourth of July concert on the beach. And and then that was actually was one of my dreams. I was always like, we're here in July. We should be doing a show with fireworks. Like, why not? We have an orchestra. We need to be doing a show with fireworks. And I was always looking for it. And he suggested it. And so the Ocean Drive Association, Ceci Velasco invited us, and we did our concert with their fireworks. And the mayor came, and there were other commissioners that came, and all of a sudden it was like, what is this festival? Look at this. Look at all these youngsters, performing. We did vocal, opera, symphony, and and that kind of started a chain reaction where I wanted to move the festival to Miami Beach. I felt the students, would want to be in that blue water with the beaches, and Jonathan and the Betsy were the ones that spearheaded that. They got me meetings with the mayor and with commissioners and all of the names I needed to know, and they had already seen the concerts at the July 4th, and they helped me find locations. Currently, where I'm in right now, the Temple Emmanuel. I'm actually building my immersive theater today, permanently in this space, in the ballroom, and we've been there in the past, and I'm now retrofitting it with my projectors to be a permanent installation, so it's all year round. But before I get to that, not only that, then Leslie Goldwasser, Jonathan Plutzik's wife, joined our board, and they became our biggest advocates in every part of the growth and over the last 7 years.